Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to my 31 Days of Horror in October, Day 4. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Narcopolis. Now, Narcopolis is a 2015 film which runs approximately 96 minutes and is written and directed by Justin Trefarng. Now, the only thing he did was some shorts. This stars James Callis as Todd Ambrose. He was in The Bay Houses, Blood Moon, and Believe. Carrie Shale as Martin Fox. He was in Angels Have Fallen, Strike, and a bunch of TV. And Harry Lloyd as an Ambrose scientist. He was in Philophobia, The Wife, and The Show. Now this cost £1,000,000 to make, which translates into US currency $1,297,700, which was a pretty expensive film, but it looks it, and that's a good thing. Now this has a very complicated story. First I wanted to give a shout out to Hobbs Horror because he did send me this for my birthday. Thank you so much, Hobbs. I really enjoyed this movie. It's more of a science fiction than a horror, but it does have some horror elements to it. Now, this takes place in two different timelines, but it mostly takes place in 2024, where all drugs are legalized for recreational use and they get abused. So what you have is these police officers called Drex. And the Drex are basically there to clean up the people who have constant drug use and basically piss their lives away. This also takes place in the far future. And the Ambrose Corporation is actually making drugs for people to use. So it's supposed to be a safe, kind of like a safe drug for recreational use. Now you have the main character in this film, which is Martin. Now Martin is a Drek. He is a former addict. He has a wife and a son. And you kind of get the feeling that his wife is kind of a former addict too, because basically everyone in the entire movie, because drugs have been legalized, are addicts. And a lot of bad things happen in the world. Which is why the Ambrose Corporation is trying to kind of make a safer drug without killing people and making the people of the world, I guess, less than, if that's a good way to put it. It's a very complicated plot. It almost reminds me of Looper, and unfortunately, I can't really say much more about the film without giving away key plot points, because there's time travel in this film, there is switching of time travel. It's very complicated, and it's one that you actually have to pay attention to all the way through in order to get it. Now, I did enjoy it, and I have seen movies like this before. Like I said, this reminds me a lot of Looper, which I did enjoy. Maybe a little bit more than this. Now, I gave this one a 7, and that is 7 smashed pumpkins. I'm actually not sure who to recommend this movie to, because I don't think everyone's going to like it. This is going out of print on Scream Factory. I'm not actually even sure why they made it a Scream Factory film, because the horror is very, very little in this film. But it is going out of print, so if it's something that sounds like it might be up your alley, it's almost like a science fiction thriller, then I would say definitely pick it up. And stay tuned for Day 5. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.